Is hustle culture in the workplace dead? What do you guys think about this? Because back in the day, there used to be a time when people used to speak this into existence. I'm going to hustle out here. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to make this bread. I'm going to work 1, 2, 3 jobs. I don't care what I got to do. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to put in the hours. And I'm going to get this bread and I'm going to stack up. Remember when people used to talk like that? I don't see that same energy anymore. More and more people, I believe, are waking up. They're starting to understand that working this hard for many of these employers, working this hard in general, is a detriment to your health, a detriment to your mental health, a detriment to many aspects of your life. People are starting to realize this because what I believe has brought this on is the fast rate of underappreciation. People are starting to see that people don't appreciate hard work. The harder you work for someone else, the more they undervalue you, the more they underappreciate you. And that goes in many cases. So I think people are really starting to understand, why am I going to work this hard for this person just for them to sit up here and disrespect me, just for them to sit up here and undervalue me, just for them to sit up here and look past me when it comes to a promotion? Because to be honest, I've been in a situation when I thought I was about to get a promotion. And I looked at my situation, that current situation back in the day, and in my mind, I was overqualified. I was there in the position for years, versus someone who just had the degree. The person had a higher degree, but none of the experience that I had. So when you put those two together and you say, which one should we look at first? The person who actually has the experience to do the job versus the person that they may be more qualified on paper, but in terms of experience, what can they bring to the company? That means we're going to have to bring someone in to train this person, which a lot of times they use someone. They don't pay them extra money. They use someone, a sucker. They use someone to train up this person basically for free. This is what these companies are doing. They're going to save a lot of money because they're going to use someone that's there and willing to train up a person for absolutely no sense. Please tell me what sense that makes. For the person that's training the person, of course, not the company. The company, that makes a lot of sense. They're not going to spend any extra money if they don't have to. They're going to get somebody to train up that person for free. That means when you get your bi-weekly/weekly check, whatever the case may be, you're not going to see no difference on that check. It's going to be the same amount. And I think a lot of people don't understand this. Whatever you do on a job, you're not going to get an increase unless it's meant for you to get an increase. Some jobs will give you that little tiny little bit of increase to make you feel like, yeah, I did something. Oh, yeah, things are changing. But then you got to ask yourself, how much did that job get as an increase? Those top guys that you never see around the building, you know who I'm talking about. Those guys. How much did they get? The person that don't directly work with clients, students, those guys. I'm just wondering, how much did those guys get? If I'm getting this X amount of money, how much did they get? It's a question you want to ponder on, right? But like I said, we have to come to the realization we need to come into these jobs, wherever you're working, wherever you are, change your mindset. Don't just be in a place giving the same amount of energy, which is the hard work energy. You don't want to keep giving that same kind of energy to anyone except yourself. That's going to benefit you. Working hard for yourself. I'm going to repeat it again. Not working hard for someone else that's going to underappreciate you and undervalue you. Working hard for yourself. And even so, when you work hard for yourself, you still have to work smart. Because you could work hard for yourself and still burn yourself out if you're not doing it the right way. You got to know when to take a break. You got to know when my body, my mind, my soul is exhausted. This is the time I got to rest myself. This is the time I got to go out to the lake and just sit out with my glass, my cold glass of wine, whatever it may be. Don't do that. Don't go out and drink in public. But you know what I mean. Find an area in your life where you can work hard, but also know you got to take care of your body. You got to take care of your mind. You got to take care of the things that are prioritized or should be prioritized. Like I said in other videos, no one is going to prioritize you more than yourself. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the professional energy, the professional development energy. Because all these people can talk a good game in a professional development. You ever be in a situation at your job where your employer's employer comes by and you see the fake energy that they give off? I've been in a situation where I remember this one time, I was working in the school and the principal, she never comes into the classroom on a daily basis. She never comes in. This one day, her employer came to see what's up. And you know, the energy just switched completely, like a transformer. I'm seeing the principal move a certain way. Just, you ever see them just move in a certain light? Like their energy just completely shifts. You never see them move the way they moved that day. Never. Soon as their employer walks in, all of a sudden, hey, how you doing? Good morning. How are you doing today? You all right? They never start talking to you like this on a normal basis. And you just looking at them like, You know how you look at somebody like they ain't shit? Just, one of those. You don't say nothing to me on a normal day, and here you come. Because your employer walks into the building, now all of a sudden, your energy is at the pinnacle. I see you. And we got to really understand that it's a lot of fake energy that they give off. It's a whole lot of fake energy our employers will give off. And we got to realize this. And this is the reason as well why we should not give all of our energy to a job. Understand the importance of this. Your employer is only going to see you for as much effort as you put into that job. That's the only distance they're going to be able to see you as. They're not going to see you anywhere above the effort that you put in to that job, if that makes sense. So the minute your effort goes down, no matter how many times they converse with you, like had a legitimate conversation with you to check in on your mental health, if even so, no matter what legitimate conversation they had with you, just remember, they have a boss. They have to answer to their boss. So no matter what good conversation you had with them, they're going to see you as the amount of effort that you were able to put in general. Don't get it twisted, guys. Tell me in the comments, what has been your experience? Have you had similar experiences like I? Where your employer's employer came by and all of a sudden the energy just switched? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. Always a pleasure to see you guys. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, guys. Peace.